West of the stadiums where the Royals and Chiefs play, a handful of students are working on a pretty incredible project. Talk about lofty expectations. Here's tonight's Faces of Kansas City.
You have it?
This might just be the ultimate student project.
All right, come on.
It's completely built by students.
It's been awesome seeing it go from just bare bones to seeing skin, and then, you know, learning everything that goes along with it, more about history with this stuff. Got to look at it from above.
And that makes sense.
As soon as the rigging's complete.
Because one of the only places you'll find an airplane like this is in the pages of a history book. Here at the Aviation Institute of Maintenance in Kansas City,
You write down whenever you're doing work.
students are building an exact replica of a 1918 Moraine Saulnier.
I've climbed in it a couple times, and it's just the coolest feeling in the world to, you know, get your hand on the stick, even though it's not hooked up to anything, and, you know, push on the throttle, you start making engine noises, and, yeah, pretend like you're shooting down the Red Baron.
Clear. We're clear.
The Saulnier is a French fighter plane that was used in battle in World War I. There are only 4 of the planes still in existence. When the students are finished with their project, it will fly.
Just like in World War I, this aircraft is completely hand-built. We have designed and built absolutely every aspect of it. We've really been working off of photos more so than blueprints.
When you go left or right?
The students say the airplane is surprisingly light as it's made primarily out of wood and fabric.
And this is what it is in the factory. It's got like a stretch to the fabric.
That's all this is?
That's it.
That's extremely flimsy.
Yes.
Then they brush on a concoction which is basically fingernail polish, about 7 to 10 coats in all.
It's very tough. You can't
Put your finger through it?
No.
That's a lot of fingernail polish.
It is. It is. Yeah, but that's basically what it is.
They did run into one big problem: what to use for an engine.
Yeah.
We can't go back and find an engine to fit the plane, so we actually use a helicopter engine that closely resembles what we needed to give us the power that we need to lift the plane.
Good.
They're here to learn how to repair modern aircraft, but building an old bird gives them new perspective.
You know, our navigation systems today in the avionics world is fascinating. Everything's on a computer, everything's digital. It's the iPad in the airplane, you know, that the pilot's touching. Now on this stuff, man, you've got steam dials and things that you'd have to wipe off your goggles with your scarf, hang out the window, and yeah, it's nothing like that.
Just keep going, I'll tell you what to start.
Okay.
And proving that you're never too old to learn a new trick, 60-year-old student James Benton says he's having a blast working on the French warplane.
You have to have a mindset to really do this, but if you, you know, when you get older, you're a little slower, but it takes a little longer, but you can do it.
Well, they tell me they should be finished with the plane in about 3 months. That's when they'll fly it to Virginia, where it will then be on display at the Fighter Factory Museum in Virginia Beach.